y'all, so I thought I would do something a little different today. I'm going to do a flip of this art journal that I made. I don't only art journal, I also bind books. I love binding books, and this one I made pretty recent. This is made out of Christmas cards, and I bought a package this size, and I bought them for like 25 cents, and I gessoed them. These are just the envelopes. I gessoed them to get rid of, there was like gingerbread men on the front and all the Christmas words and stuff. I gessoed them and painted them, and I bound them in this book, and I just wanted to do a flip for you guys and maybe talk about it a little bit to show you guys how it looks. So here we go. Okay, so I thought I should mention that I did not bind the book together first and then paint the pages. I painted the pages first and then I bound them. Because I wanted, if I were to bind this first and paint these two pages, it would probably end up looking quite alike. I would probably have painted them both blue. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted them to look, you know, different, but still kind of have the same feel. Except for the middle of the signatures, I did want them to look alike. But I wanted, you know, a mixture of colors and patterns. And throughout the book, you will notice that they all do look similar. They're all kind of dark, and I like that. When I first started painting them, they all were brighter than this page. They were pretty bright blue, and I didn't like it. And the journal it told me kind of what it wanted. Now that sounds a little weird, but I decided that I wanted the pages to be dark. That's just kind of how it felt to me. And so yeah, most of them are dark. Some of them will be next to a lighter one. And I found that I really liked putting down a stencil, you know, stenciling, and then kind of painting over it to kind of camouflage it, you know, to kind of cover it up a little bit. And I really started to like this splatter effect that I did with a paintbrush. I would get a paintbrush, get this one here. I would dip it in the paint, and it would be kind of watered down paint, and then I would just flick it with my finger, and I would get this cool effect right here, and I ended up doing it with quite a bit of pages. And some of them I left a little bit more plain and just put a stencil, but some of them I did, you know, more on. And I really like the journal. I like every single page, and I really like this page, these two pages. This was actually my favorite one that I did. And after I did this one, I wanted to make them all kind of look like this, and I couldn't. It's like once you do something, you know, really great, you can't repeat it, but that's okay. I like how the rest of them came out. So yeah, like these let me see, like this stencil here, I actually made the stencil myself. It's not an, I didn't create the shape of the deer. It's not original, but I made the stencil. It's a homemade stencil, and like this rose, a lot of these are actually ones that I made. This one's not, but this one is. So I really like how the pages came out, and then I made the covers. And how I made the covers is this is just cardboard from like a cereal box or something. And then, so it's, you know, it's pretty sturdy, but I wanted to make it even like bulkier and harder. So I got other pieces of cardboard and I cut them, you know, slimmer, and kind of created this frame effect. And I really liked it, and I was trying to debate if whether or not I should put something in the middle here, and eventually I just rolled it out. And then once I had the cardboard down, I covered it with 2 sheets of tissue paper to give it this kind of, this texture around the edges, and kind of almost this like melted in look. Almost like it was like metal, and it kind of just, I don't know, was welded together. And I also did that with the back. They're not exactly the same, as you can tell. Like, they're different colors, and actually I like that. But it took me forever to figure out what color I wanted for the covers. It took me a long time, and then finally came up with these colors. And what I did for the front, you know, it had so many layers of paint, and I finally put this shimmery blue on it, and I started to scrape away at it, and it kind of gave it this, I don't know, older, rustic look, this scraped red underneath it. So I really like them. I like the front more than the back, but I like them both. And then for the binding, I did a Coptic stitch binding. About halfway through, I remembered that I really don't like Coptic stitch binding. It's hard. I need more practice with it, but I remembered how difficult it was, because I had made this journal. I think this was actually the first journal that I bound, and I did Coptic stitch binding. And I didn't like it. I didn't like how you could see the white pages, and I didn't really like it that much, and it was difficult, especially for my first time binding. I picked really hard binding for my first book, because I didn't know of any other type of binding. But so I did this, and I didn't particularly like it, so I didn't really want to do it again. But for this, I thought it would look cool because the signatures aren't white. They're, you know, they're painted. Like this one's red and then kind of a pinkish color and then blue. So I knew I wanted to see that, which is why I did the Coptic stitch binding, and I thought it would give it, you know, kind of an older look. So I like how the binding looks, but I don't like doing it. I will not be doing much. I won't be doing very many journals with the Coptic stitch binding, because it's hard to get them even. Like this one's tighter than this one. This one, it's looser up here. It's just hard to keep tight, but it's a cool binding. I don't particularly like it, but I do like how it looks. So I wanted to show this to you guys because I'm really proud of this journal. I really like it, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. This journal would probably be more for writing than for painting over, because I'm so proud of how the pages look. I would probably just use a white gel pen to write over the pages. But yeah, I like it, and I thought I'd show it to you guys. So subscribe for more videos, and give me a thumbs up, and tell me what you think about the journal, if you like it or if you don't. But I like it, and I think it's cool. I really enjoyed making it, and I'm sorry I didn't have a video of me making it. It took me a couple days to make it, so it would have been a long video. But yeah, so see you later, guys. Thanks for watching.